Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And what do we have here? It's a Lenovo DVD writer hooked up to a MacBook Air. And what we installing on this thing? Yeah, XP. Can you believe it? Yes, indeedy. Yes, it's quite the little monster, the Frankenstein's monster, this one. Anyway, yeah, so what I'm trying to do here, I'll be honest with you, because it isn't, technically isn't Windows XP. It's a VM, it's a virtual machine. I'm using something called VMware Fusion. What this does is it runs your apps within the Mac OS just like it was almost an app running in the Mac OS. And so once I get this thing set up, I'll set up a couple apps and I'll show you how it operates. It's pretty neat. It's a very different way of integrating it into the Mac OS. Of course, I'm running an old version of Mac OS, so I should probably clarify. This is this is classic. This is vintage ware, right? So what version of Mac am I using? It is well, that doesn't tell me. Oh yeah, there it is. 10.8.5. So that's Mountain Lion. But Mountain Lion runs everything I need it to run. And strangely enough, it's really hard to set up Mavericks on my systems. I can set up Mountain Lion, I can set up other operating systems, but I can't seem to set up Mavericks. They just don't offer that. So I got a couple of machines, a couple of Macs, old Macs that run Mavericks, and now I got a couple of machines that run Mountain Lion and one that runs I don't know, Leopard or something, Snow Leopard, I have no idea. Maybe Lion, could even be running Lion, I can't remember. It's the black Mac that I have, the MacBook that I have. It's black, 2008. Anyway, this thing is chugging along and installing. So it's installing just like it would a regular Windows XP OS. And then it has, of course, VMware always has sort of a, what would you call it, a guest editions, or whatever they call them, in their version that will install the different things you need to get all the drivers working just right for a Mac OS. And yeah, it should be fun to play with. I particularly like having XP on this because it doesn't take up a lot of the memory, because there's only 4 gigabytes, and you can run XP on 512 megabytes. So it doesn't even take a single gigabyte to run if you're not running a bunch of other things like antivirus stuff and that kind of thing. It's just running a simple operating system. 512 is quite sufficient, and the beauty of it is you can install all the apps, basic apps you need, and yeah, and then you got it right on your Mac. You're running Mac. You want to start up some Windows app. It's really, really easy. So I might demo that, or I might just upload what I got here. I'm not sure. Depends on how long this takes and how it goes. But so far it's going good. And yeah, once it gets installed, we'll take it from there. So see you in the next one, or I might see you in a little bit. Either way, hope you're having a great Monday evening, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, I'm back. Wasn't sure if I would be back, so thanks for sticking around. Okay, so now that I have got Windows installed, what you can do with this version of VMware is you can go into this little drop down from the Mac OS, and you can actually go right into the actual list of programs that you have installed on Windows. Since I just installed it, I don't have anything on there except, the basic programs. So you can open up Notepad, which you can see here. And now you're running a native or not a native, you're running a Notepad version of Notepad. You can go into My Documents, which is the My Documents of your Mac right here, and open up a file. So this is a test of my text editor. So as you can see, it's open in Windows XP. Now let's go over to our Finder. Let's go to our Documents. Go to that very spot, and there you go. This is a test of my text editor. And you can open it in whatever version, whatever text editor you like. So I happen to like Sublime. There you go. So this is running under Mac, and I mean this would apply to any kind of program. So you could open Word, you could open Excel, you could open whatever it might be. So I'm gonna just add. Save it. I think I saved it. Let's open it up again. So you can actually operate it from this angle as well. Obviously you don't have to work from. Let's go and open that again. Open. I don't know if it's saved or not. Let's see. Yep, there it is. So I just added some rando text here. So that just goes to show it works in both operating systems. So you're sharing your documents across the two operating systems, and it's using the VMware, whatever it's called. Where is it? VM tools. So just kind of nice to have. So that allows you to go full screen with this thing, and it feels very much like you're using Windows XP Professional on your Mac without even feeling like you're in a Mac system. Very, very much, very, very nicely integrated. Yeah, so, and then you've got a VM shared folder, which of course is the shared folders, desktop, pictures, documents, music. So yeah, very cool that way. So it's very integrated between the two operating systems, and it's a great way to run Windows XP on a Mac. And you can install your favorite Windows XP applications, run it on the Mac, and you don't have to boot into another, like a lot of times the problem with some of these things is that you have to boot into a separate sort of boot camps thing where you're not in Mac at all, but you're simply booting it directly, and it can be really fast that way. But because you're dealing with XP, the beauty of XP is XP runs really, really well on such a low amount of memory. You don't have to worry about consuming all your memory just running a few applications under XP. So it gives you kind of the best of both worlds. And because this fortunately, I guess we can check that. One of the things, of course, there it goes, ejecting my media there. Yeah, because it's pretty limited as far as the amount of space I have on this drive, because it's, you know, it's a MacBook Air, so it only has 128 gigabytes SSD. So yeah, it's really limited. But with this, in this particular case, because we're dealing with it running in a virtual machine, it doesn't take up a lot of space, and it only takes up the amount of space that you use, you know, to fill the virtual drive that it you know, sets up. So it's not like you have to partition your drive 50-50 or something to accommodate Windows, you know, XP, Windows 7, for example, which is quite large and demands a lot of resources. And again, you're booting into a single OS. You're not sharing OSs. So yeah, it's great. I love this little application. There you go, guys. That's going to be it. And thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.